Hi, everybody. My name is Prabha, and I'm the co-founder of Akar Nepal. Akar means shape in Nepali, and we shape young people in Nepal so that they can, in turn, be agents of change in their communities. I started this seeing a lot of my friends navigating the education system in Nepal where you are severely underprepared for what's out there. This is mainly because of lack of resources. About 400,000 students enter 11th and 12th grade in Nepal without enough co-curricular activities to really explore their interests. They're making important life decisions and forming a sense of identity without little mentorship or support. So I wanted to teach some of the problem-solving skills I was learning to empower these students. This has taken shape in the form of a summer fellowship program with three main elements. There's a leadership project that helping them build that confidence and hands-on skills. Secondly, there's a mentorship component where they gain that sense of community and get support and coaching for their personal growth journeys, and collective learning sessions where they're able to fill in the gaps. Since 2021, and we've worked with about 45 fellows and 43 mentors. Let me just let Yubaraj, who is one of our fellows, tell you about his journey himself.
कविताको शीर्षक चाहिँ आकार नेपालको यात्रा भनेर दिएको छु। जीवनमा काम लाग्ने कुराहरू हुन्थ्यो सधैँ लर्निङ, यता गुड नाइट भन्दाखेरि उता हुन्थ्यो मर्निङ। सबै मेन्टी अनि मेन्टर भेट हुने एउटै जुम सेन्टर, सहनशील सहयोगी अनि अनुभवी हाम्रा मेन्टर। सुरुमा के बोल्ने भनेर लाग्थ्यो डर मुक्त गराई बोल्न सक्ने बनाउने आकार। कहिलेकाहीँ मिटिङ हुँदा हुँदै बस्थ्यो खाना खाने घन्टी, रमाइला गाफसँगै सहकार्य गर्ने सबै मेन्टी। दुःख पीडा पर्दाखेरि जो पनि भइहाल्छ सेन्टी, यादमा रहनेछन् आकारमा रहेका यो कोडका सबै मेन्टर अनि मेन्टी।
Profit is equal to revenue minus cost. And to grow profits, you need to increase revenue or reduce cost. And these are the MECE levers to do that. Sorry, not sorry for all the consulting flashbacks, but essentially what seems obvious to us today is completely out of reach for small manufacturing business owners in rural India. As a management consultant at BCG, I have used this exact framework to drive millions of rupees of profit improvement for really large Indian companies, but that didn't feel so great. When I worked pro bono with really small companies in India and improved their profits by a few thousand rupees, that felt amazing, but pro bono consulting is not scalable. However, with the current technology, we can build a scalable model that talks to small business owners like a management consultant and helps them improve their business. And that is what we're building with Able. There are 63 million small business owners in India. Majority of them are socioeconomically marginalized, and most of them make decisions based on gut feel and hearsay rather than on data. This leads to them losing out on revenue opportunities, overpaying costs, mismanaging cash flows, and ultimately running out of cash. Able will act as the 15-minute-a-day partner for small manufacturing businesses in India to help them make smarter decisions to grow their cash. All they need to do is snap photos of what they already have, invoices in different languages, handwritten cash registers, etc. And Able will use this to give them clear, specific, actionable recommendations. Something as simple as, this is your most profitable product, so sell 100 units more of this product instead of the low margin one to get this much more profit next month. With partnerships with MSME associations and Able on-ground teams, we will scale up by industry cross-district through the country. And we are affordable. 80% of the price will be reimbursed by an active central government program, so small business owners only need to pay about $40 a year. Today, small business owners in India need MBA grads and MBB consultants like us to not just grow, but even survive. So support us if you want to bring that expertise to them.
Some call it compassion, or charity. Others, bravery. Or solidarity. Duty. And some call it mutual aid. Whatever you call it, we've always helped each other. Start local with Atlas Guide.
Hey, it's Larry, founder of Atlas Guide. The social sector is changing. Nonprofits are more important than ever, but showcasing the impact of their work is tricky. Individual stories are great, but in our data-driven world, there's an opportunity to go further. At Atlas, we're building the first AI-driven platform for impact measurement in the nonprofit space. Here's how it works. First, nonprofits tell us about their programs, and we recommend the best metrics for them to track to evaluate performance. Second, we reference the latest research in that nonprofit specific area to determine the life cycle impacts of their work. For example, estimating how a math tutoring program for 9th graders ultimately impacts their chances of graduating high school. In this way, we're helping the best organizations, big or small, use data to prove their impact. Impact. It's why we help. Tell your impact story with Atlas Guide.
Hi everyone, my name is Sumner and I am the founder of City Pie. One of the biggest challenges cities across the country continue to face is giving residents reliable information to available public services and helping them take steps towards using these services quickly. Take Louisa, a single mom with 2 kids searching for a home internet subsidy. A quick Google and review of city documentation reveals outdated programs. She doesn't think she's eligible for any program, but she actually might be. And there's no clear link for her to sign up to the right program in less than 2 minutes. This is where City Pie comes in. It's an educational program for community college students to build and test a prototype of a custom AI chatbot to address a challenge impacting under-resourced communities. It benefits cities, students, and residents. Cities gain the opportunity to experiment with Gen AI in a controlled environment. Students gain hands-on machine learning and AI ethics experience, and residents from underserved communities share their needs with city leaders, and build AI literacy. Our curriculum has 2 parts, a template to teach students how to build a functional chatbot prototype, and structured programming to allow them to go out into their own community and gain resident feedback. Altogether, graduates become part of a growing pool of dynamic local AI leaders with valuable experience to land full-time tech sector jobs. I believe a pilot program of City Pie makes the most sense here in Chicago based on the city and department's current conditions and needs. But there's great opportunity to expand this program to cities across the country with the right set of conditions. Thank you, and I hope you'll vote for City Pie.
Hi, my name is Mahesh, and I'm an MD MBA specializing in psychiatry. My team and I are building Cotherra, a companion to support students' well-being as they navigate the stressors inherent to campus life. There's a growing mental health crisis on college campuses. I could share statistics on the rise of depression or how more than half of students will struggle with crippling anxiety, but the truth is, this is a problem we've all felt. We see it in ourselves, our friends, our loved ones. You see, campuses don't have the resources or the insights to appropriately address this growing need. School counselors are overburdened and can't keep up with demand. Further, session caps disrupt the continuity of care and limit how effective on-campus support can be. As a result, students are more stressed, depressed, and lonely than ever before. To support our peers and fellow students, we created Cotherra, an on-demand mental wellness companion that provides personalized 24/7 support to students via text or phone calls. Through these forms of communication that we're already so comfortable with, we engage students in regular guided reflection and offer personalized, proactive strategies to help them process and navigate stressors in real time. Integrating seamlessly with existing campus resources, we not only offer students accessible care, but we also share valuable insights with campus administrators and providers, deepening the therapeutic alliance and helping schools better support students. We enable mental health care and care coordination in a way that doesn't currently exist. Through anonymized and aggregated mental health data, we offer population-level insights, equipping campus administrators with the data they need to better allocate their limited resources and improve campus well-being. With your support, at Cotherra, we're transforming reactive crisis management into proactive mental health care.
My name is Harriet Spears, and I'm the founder and CEO of Emerging Donor Alliance. We are a new nonprofit organization whose mission is to accelerate charitable giving and volunteerism among young professionals. We empower Gen Z to become better donors and more engaged citizens. When I think of young people today, I think of our activism, our excitement to make our voices heard, and our desire to disrupt the status quo. But when it comes to philanthropy, only 19% of Gen Z report giving time or money to a nonprofit organization in the past year. This disengagement led me to found Trust Chicago in 2022, before I started in the full-time program at Booth. Trust Chicago is a charitable giving circle where our members pool funds and vote on local nonprofits to make grants to and build relationships with. For the past year, I've worked to develop a nonprofit to grow the Trust Chicago model to serve more young people. That's where Emerging Donor Alliance comes in. With a curriculum grounded in collective action, EDA tackles the information gaps, low trust, and disengagement that stifle philanthropy among young adults. Launching in Chicago this fall, EDA will create a community of 2,000 fellows and unlock $18 million in contributions to local nonprofits in our first 5 years alone. Through giving circles, interactive workshops, and volunteering events, Emerging Donor Alliance is investing in the future of giving, ensuring that young people don't just talk about change, but take action on the issues that matter most today. We hope to earn your vote. Thank you.
Prove it. I've had guys challenge me to prove my Taekwondo abilities since I was a child. Here I am with over 20 years of experience, now a Taekwondo master, and guys still tell me to prove it. I started to wonder if I was the only one who felt excluded from fitness. So I interviewed over 100 people across America, and I quickly found out that I wasn't alone. People shared that they felt excluded for 3 main reasons: practical accessibility, social inclusivity, and physical adaptability. In sum, people wanted fitness options that worked for them and their schedule, where they felt like they belonged just for who they are, and had a variety of fitness options to meet their mobility needs. We are FitKind. We are redefining fitness as a space where everyone belongs and no one has to prove themselves. We are a digital fitness platform making fitness kind to ourselves, kind to each other, and kind to our lives. We make movement inclusive and accessible by combining 3 key ingredients: culturally competent, inclusive one-on-one coaching, inclusive on-demand workouts, and supportive community groups where people can receive support, belonging, and connection. We are launching this summer with our first 100 VIP users, over 30 on-demand workouts, and supportive community groups. And we're looking to see who wants to join us. Right now, we are competing for over $5,000 through the Chicago Booth Social New Venture Challenge. Through this video, if you believe in a future of fitness where people belong just for who they are and can be included just for showing up, then vote for this video. Voting for FitKind is a vote for a better future where we all belong.
Hi there, my name is BM, and we're building a product called GaHousing. It's a mobile-friendly platform connecting domestic violence survivors to long-term stable housing. 90% of the calls that are made to the Illinois Domestic Violence Hotline since 2023 have been mainly for one thing: stable housing. We wanted to also understand if this is really such a need or a demand, and so we interviewed over 1,600, we collected data, survey responses from over 1,600 participants and interviewed over 100 stakeholders who all confirmed to us that survivors are yearning for long-term stable housing. But the interesting thing about this whole finding is there's a portion of that market that is not served. Survivors who have money in hand ready to move, but they lack access to stable housing because they can't find landlords who are able to waive exclusionary requirements and rent to them. Not only have I lived this experience, and one that has impacted me so much that I cannot even feel the warmth of my two lovely boys even as I speak, I have worked over the years with survivors who have navigated the same complexity and are still doing so. We're building GaHousing to solve this problem. We're connecting domestic violence service providers on our app who would verify and vet survivors, refer them to real estate partners on our platform that can provide them with long-term stable housing while waiving exclusionary requirements. We're the right team to do this because I bring over 10 years of experience in working with domestic violence agencies, sales, strategy, and partnerships. And I am also a clinical MSW candidate at the University of Chicago, planning to enroll in the executive MBA in a couple of months. I have other talented team members handling product development on my team, such as Andres, Yanzi, Malcolm, Yo-Yo, and Amrita. We're the right team to do this work. So please vote us because as we speak, we actually have completed all our wireframes. We're MVP ready and
Hi everyone, I'm Ram, a PhD student in computer science at the University of Chicago, and before this I studied EECS at Berkeley.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan, a JD MBA candidate at UChicago, and before that I was at Berkeley too.
How often do you go on the internet and you see one of these, a cookie banner? They're not just annoying, they're also deceptive and illegal. They violate Europe's GDPR, California's CCPA, and 20 or more other US state laws, even the Americans with Disabilities Act and WCAG.
It's costing companies millions. Target got fined $6 million, Sephora got fined $1.2 million, and Honda recently got fined over $500,000.
That's why we teamed up to build Papaya Privacy Company. Our first product is Agent Papaya, a Chrome extension that uses in-browser AI so that users can set their preference once, mine is reject all, and never have to click a cookie banner again, because it works on over 98% of websites.
And for enterprises, we built Agent Karika, an AI agent that scans websites and produces privacy and accessibility reports that contain specific legal citations, code fixes, and also explanations tailored to lawyers, technical stakeholders, as well as executive stakeholders.
We've secured pilots with both UChicago and Berkeley, and we'd love to have you join us in fixing the broken privacy ecosystem. Thank you. I'm excited to show you guys Agent Papaya, your privacy companion. Our AI agent Chrome extension that scans, detects, and clicks cookie banners automatically using in-browser AI. How does it work? It's as simple as set it and forget it. You set your preference once using your keyboard focusable, screen reader friendly interface, and you just never click a cookie banner again, because it works on 98% of websites. And now for my favorite part, it's the demo. A demo of Agent Papaya clicking cookie banners on my laptop. As you can see, my preference is reject all, and it's able to click the button associated with that. Even if it's buried under manage preferences, it's able to go and click that on every website. We hope you'll join our 60+ weekly active users.
Hello, we are Reduce. We are a part of the SNVC, and we're building an app to help you reduce the food waste in your home. We are 4 team members, 4 first-year boothies, and what we're trying to tackle is a huge problem. You probably feel identified because you have thrown away food in the last couple of weeks. This problem is so common that actually the US is the 3rd world ranked globally in food waste around the world. What this means is that 1/3 of the food produced is actually being thrown away, and the climate impact of that is equivalent to 54 million cars being driven every single day and almost 7 showers per day taken by every American. In terms of economics, what does this mean for each one of us? It's around $1,500 wasted every year, and it's estimated that 70% of that could have been eaten. We're here to build something to help you out use food more efficiently. Nico is going to share that.
So what is Reduce? Reduce is an app where we have different modules to make it more efficient. We have a pantry, we have a grocery shopping list, and we have a recipe builder. The idea is for you to know what you have, what you need to buy, and how to use everything you have. Currently, we have built a prototype, which we would love for you to join us in the following QR to test it out, let us know what you think, and take the first step on reducing waste.
After retiring, I felt lost.
Confused.
Lonely?
Anxious.
Uncertain.
Isolated.
Retirement is a major life transition, yet it's rarely talked about. It often leaves people facing isolation, a loss of identity, and uncertainty of what comes next. As people live longer, the need for more structured and purposeful retirement transition support becomes greater. That's where Relief comes in. We believe retirement isn't an end, it's a phase of continued connection, growth, and impact. We offer 3 core services. First, Recharge, our pre-retirement planning workshop. Here's a glimpse of our recent session. During the workshop, we guide participants to reflect on key life changes and shifting priorities. Using a structured framework, they live with clarity and a personalized roadmap for the next chapter. The second service we offer is Recareer, where we pair retirees with mission-driven organizations that need the expertise as advisors or consultants. My mom, a pediatrician of 30 years, is one of our pilot users. As she approaches retirement, she still wants to contribute. So we match her with her maternal health startup, where she now offers training and expert guidance on newborn care. The last service we offer is Reconnect, which provides curated social activities that help retirees discover new hobbies and build a community with their peers. Here are some testimonials we are hearing from pilot users. At Relief, we are redefining retirement as a second act, full of purpose, passion, and possibility. Join us in turning this vision into reality and give those who paved the way for us a chance to live their best lives. Thank you.
Every year, the plastic packaging industry sends more than 10 million tons of unrecyclable plastic waste to landfills. At the same time, the chemical industry heavily relies on fossil fuel feedstocks and accounts for 5 to 6% of global emissions. What we're building at Rise Reforming, starting right here with our proof of concept, solves both of these issues. Our patent-pending process converts plastic waste into carbon-negative DME, an in-demand chemical used as an aerosol propellant and as a propane additive. We eliminate plastic waste by using it as a feedstock to make a more sustainable alternative to DME, which is currently manufactured from dirty fossil fuels. Our solution fits in a standard 40-foot container mountable on a flatbed truck. We place our modules at or near plastic packaging facilities, intercepting the waste before it even leaves the factory, and tackling a decentralized problem with a decentralized solution. We own and operate our modular units, and we sell our chemical product, DME, B2B at a price competitive with fossil-derived DME without subsidies. And we also charge plastic packaging manufacturers a small diversion fee, which is less than what they currently pay to dispose of their unrecyclable waste, saving them at least $260,000 and up to $2.9 million over a single module's lifetime. To date, we've raised $275,000 and signed 7 letters of intent, including one with a Chicago-based post-industrial plastic waste recycling facility to host our pilot module and provide us with feedstock. We've also signed a $5 million 10-year conditional purchase agreement with the largest aerosol propellant manufacturer in North America, should we meet their purity standards, which our engineering partners have done many times before. George and Yona, who couldn't be here with me today, and I are 3 UChicago molecular engineers. We are advised by a suite of aerosol industry veterans, reaction engineering experts, and entrepreneurs who have scaled similar technologies. At Rise Reforming, we know that today's waste has tomorrow's value.
Every year, city planners face an overwhelming challenge, maintaining road networks with limited resources and outdated tools. Traditional road assessments require officials to physically inspect every segment, leading to delays, inconsistencies, and rising costs. Meanwhile, public complaints pile up and budgets are stretched thin. We know we need smarter, faster, and more transparent ways to manage our roads. But until now, we haven't had the right tools. That's where RoadSense comes in. We're building the future of road assessment, fast, fair, and digital. Using AI-powered computer vision, we scan roads with smartphones or mounted cameras to detect cracks, potholes, and wear, all in real time. No expensive machines, no manual surveys, just smart diagnostics. Our platform generates a digital road inventory, mapping every segment from red to green, showing where repairs are urgent and where roads are still sound. And it doesn't stop there. Our predictive analytics forecast future deterioration, helping governments plan ahead, reduce emergency repairs, and stretch their budgets further. Compared to traditional methods that take up to 2 weeks just for assessment alone, RoadSense delivers a complete end-to-end solution, from road scanning to final report generation in under 5 hours. With RoadSense, every mile is mapped and every rupee is optimized. We're already collaborating with planners and advisors in South Asia and are ready to scale. Join us in building smarter roads, safer cities, and more accountable governance. RoadSense, paving the way for smart infrastructure choices.
Hi everyone, I'm the CEO and founder of Total Values LLC, and we're building an investment platform to give investors a new way to both quantify and optimize for the social impact that they care about across their investment portfolio. I came to this issue because I used to work on building portfolio solutions for a big $1 trillion institutional investor. When I would ask what we thought the impact of all this money was, they would tell me that was impossible to quantify and to get back to work. I decided to leave and write an essay to UChicago talking about integrating more robustly impact into portfolio construction solutions. So that's exactly what we're doing. We've built a natural language-based workflow that can take any investment out there and quantify the forward-looking impact in what the investor cares about. So instead of having generic ESG scores that can be an A, AA, whatever it might be, that don't really mean anything to an investor who cares about, let's say, saving lives or greenhouse gas emissions reduced, we can quantify any investment in the terms that an investor cares about, help them build in their portfolio strategies, and achieve more good with all their money. We're currently raising money for our version 1 to continue building out our MVP. We have a lot of interest from mission-driven family offices in the Chicago area. And with this, we're hoping to get off the ground and eventually make impact something that's considered and intentionally pursued with every dollar of investment capital. Just as Harry Markowitz, years ago at UChicago, created modern portfolio theory and was able to influence hundreds of trillions of dollars of capital markets, we're hoping to do the same. We're hoping to integrate impact and have at least $500 billion in our investment platform, pursuing impact, which would be the same size as all US philanthropy currently. We're driving for systems change, and we hope you'll join us. Thanks.
Hi Divyanshi, tell me what led you to build Vidyasha.
So I firsthand witnessed how financial independence changed my relationship with the men in my family. And that is truly what inspired me to provide that same agency and decision-making power to more women around me, especially who weren't as privileged as I was.
One of the largest pain points that we face while running an early learning center and a daycare is that the nannies, they aren't very well trained, or they also have communication issues because they don't come with any formal training.
बच्चों को छोटे-छोटे एक्टिविटी के थ्रू और छोटे-छोटे घर से किस तरह से बच्चे अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ किस तरह से जुड़ सके, उसके लिए भी हम काम कर रहे हैं, स्कूल में भी काम कर रहे हैं। तो अब मैं ऐसे ही काम कर रही हूँ। तो मैं अपने ये जो मेरी जो जर्नी चेंज हुआ है, तो वो इसी प्रोग्राम का ट्रेनिंग जो मैंने लिया था हरियाणा में, उससे चेंज हुआ है।
Tell me about the impact you hope to have through Vidyasha.
So India, as we know, is a highly patriarchal society where a lot of women do not get the support or employment opportunities. And as a matter of fact, only 19% of the women in India are currently in the formal workforce. So Vidyasha wants to firstly improve this number and improve women's overall labor force participation. And while doing so, we want to provide them with jobs and also other social benefits. Through our work, Vidyasha will also improve the foundational literacy landscape in India, ensuring that every child receives quality education and care. In addition to that, women who became mothers are going to be able to rejoin the workforce with knowing that their child is being taken care of by trained professionals in the sector.